Welcome. Today's project's all about the anxiety sufferer's list of needs. You can also call it the anxiety sufferer's list of values. Now, what you act out every day is what you value the most. So if you're focusing on that negative thought, you're putting a lot of value towards that. If you're touching parts of your body, you're putting a lot of value towards that. If you're seeking reassurance, Googling your symptoms, you're putting a lot of value to that. You're telling your unconscious mind that this is what you value in your life. Now, where focus goes, energy flows. That's what Tony Robbins says. Now, he means that the more you give something attention, the more you're going to keep it alive. Your unconscious is like, oh, well, this is what Brad finds valuable in his life. This negative thought. The more emotion I give that negative thought, the more I keep it alive. My unconscious is like, Brad finds this thought important to him, so let's keep it at the forefront, right? I'm attaching a lot of value to it. So in this video, let's go over the anxiety sufferer's list of needs that they need to check off every day in order to feel safe, in order to feel secure, and to manage their anxiety. Okay, so let's go over this list of needs. And this was a list of needs that I was meeting every day. I need to wake up and feel good and not have any bodily sensations. I need to avoid that group of people at work, at the mall. I need to avoid conversations with people. I need to have my family close for that reassurance. I need to Google my sensations so that I can find out whether it's serious or not. I need to watch TV in order to put band-aids over my underlying issues. I need to smoke weed or that cigarette to put a band-aid over my underlying issues. So there's all of these needs that we unconsciously check off every day to feel safe and to feel like we can manage this chaos, right? So what you act out is what you put value to. You're smoking that cigarette, you're putting a lot of value to it. If you're touching parts of your body, you're putting a lot of value to that. If you're seeking that reassurance from your family, you're attaching a lot of value to that. That's what you value the most, right? So let's talk about how we can alter this checklist so that you can move from anxiety sufferer to anxiety warrior and teacher, right? So the first thing is to recognize what your list of bad habits are, your list of values, your list of needs, right? Find that out, write down, I need to play video games in order to distract myself from my anxiety, right? I need to avoid those conversations in order to feel safe and secure. And so recognize your list, and I hope this video helps you do that, and write them down. Just open your eyes to your list of needs. What habits are you doing daily that is making you stay in this identity, this anxious identity? Number 2 is attach pain to these habits. In a year from now, if I continue doing this, how will I feel? I'd feel pretty horrible. If I'm seeking reassurance a year from now, how will that make me feel? If I'm constantly going to the doctors, what will that look like in a year from now? So attach pain to the state you're in so that you can move yourself and light that fire under you so that you can move towards the direction you want to go, right? Remember, what you act out is what you put value to. So if you're shifting your habits, what happens? Well, you're shifting your identity, and that's what number 3 is all about. Number 3 is replace these negative habits with positive, healthy habits. Now, if you're used to and you've been practicing anxiety and you're used to playing video games, watching TV to distract yourself, replace those habits with meditation or time with yourself or journaling or reading. Maybe you're seeking reassurance and from your family, so replace that with something healthy, like listening to your favorite video on anxiety recovery, or your podcast on anxiety recovery, getting yourself knowledgeable so you're studying anxiety instead of seeking that reassurance. So replace these habits with healthy new habits. And lastly, I just want to nail this into your brains. What you act out is what you put value to. Checking in on your sensations every morning, checking on your heart and those heart palpitations, paying attention to those negative thoughts. You're attaching a lot of emotion to them, and thus you're attaching a lot of value to them. So just open your eyes to I can't believe I'm doing this every day. This is only just worsening my anxiety. This is toxic order, right? Anxiety sufferers feel like they can check off these boxes and they'll feel safe. But this is toxic order to their chaos, right? They're in chaos and they're putting band-aids over all of the underlying issues. So recognize the habits you're doing daily and replace them with healthy new habits. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. And remember, do not let anxiety define who you are. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell so that whenever a new video of mine appears, you will be the first to know. Namaste.